Good evening, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
I would like to introduce to you, well, I'll do a formal introduction in a moment once some more people have joined us, but here is my beloved,
Mr. LOHY.
Mr. LOHY, aka Ronnie.
Mr. Yes.
Oh, hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
Tonight we've got some fun. I've just scribbled all over a piece of paper that already had writing on it. But tonight we've got some fun giveaways. We've got a good little question time at the end. We're going to find out a little bit about what does this guy do, and the mysteries of Mr. LOHY. Christy's on.
Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Tammy.
And we're also going to do some really great question time with Ronnie. He is our Mr. First Live. Welcome, Bridget.
Welcome.
So lovely to have you join us. We're going to do some questions with Ronnie because he is the guru behind what's the difference between the products and what key ingredients really deliver different things. So it's going to be incredible for you guys to, if you have questions about what makes oomph do something or pow do something different with your hair, or just some cool facts. Otherwise, I'm just going to ask him questions. But if you guys have some good questions, you could win yourself tonight. There is a prize for the best question, and you will win a LOHY curl kit. So that's 5 of the products, one of our bundles. So best question asked tonight, on topic for all of you people who are maybe our cheeky friends. Best question that's on topic could win a LOHY curl kit. So would you like to introduce yourself, Ronnie?
Yeah, I mean...
I can talk a lot, so I better
She's
silence.
the talker, yeah. No, I'm Ronnie. I've called myself the business manager here. And yeah, so I've been in LOHY for 2 years now, just over 2 years, which has been excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Christy. Hey, Sue.
What did you used to do before,
So
Mr. LOHY?
Yeah, I'm a licensed builder and a carpenter by trade. So I made a big switch 2 years ago into the hair care industry, which was very interesting. The first day on job, I sat at my desk and sat there and thought, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I contacted a business coach around the industry, which was really good. A big shout out to Carl Keeley and Belinda Keeley there. And they basically held my hand for a good year and a half and put me on the right path.
Fun.
Yeah.
Favorite thing you've done since being Mr. LOHY? Or maybe, I don't know, best lesson or something? I don't know.
No, it's been really good. I especially love seeing, I think the relationship where us as a brand are building with all the customers and also especially our wholesalers, our salon customers. I'm regularly being told that we're one of the best brands that they deal with, which is a really big compliment, because, we're only a very small team. So, it's just really nice to hear that. And, just know that what you're doing is working, I guess. And
connecting with
people, yeah. So, I do really love connecting with people. And, LOHY's just been great for that because it's a lot of people that we're always connecting with.
Yeah. So if you get emails or something wrong in your package or something like that, it's probably him that is answering, or you may have received a wrongly packed package from me and then he fixes it. You're getting love hearts blown to you, Ronnie. So anyway, so Ronnie is really the guy behind so much of LOHY. All of our ads and behind the scenes SEO and kind of the really nitty gritty stuff that is helping LOHY reach more people and expand our kind of impact has been happening because of this guy. So,
Thanks.
well done, Mr. Lohy. Do you want to know a cute fact for those of you who don't know us? Is that the A-team? Thanks, Cherie. I grew up, like Ronnie's and my family actually grew up together. And so we've known each other almost our whole lives. He is 4 years older than me, so I'm the same age as his little brother. But I had a crush on him since I was 13. And I'm now 35. So I've been loving you a long time.
I didn't have a crush on her when I was 13. So
No.
that would be very inappropriate.
I was 9. So that's a fun fact about us, is that we are now 13 years married, and we have 3 little kids that are next door playing computer games in our office.
Talk about LOHY name.
The LOHY name? Cool. We have had some questions lately in just some DMs in Instagram and a few other things, and asking, what does LOHY mean? And I think it's just a really great thing to be asked. Now, it's written on this board here, but it goes backwards when I show it to you. LOHY came out of a big, long endeavour. We had to do a rebrand at one point due to a trademark situation. But I used to write on the bottom of the postcards that you receive in your packages when I designed them with my friend. And I just said, we can't just write love from, because that's a bit too love, you write that to your family. And so we came up with this thing, love and hydration. And my marketing friend at the time that was working with us, when we had this big Google Doc that just had hundreds of options, she came up with LOHY, and it is the LO from love and the HY from hydration. So LOHY is all about love, embracing your natural beauty, embracing your natural texture, finding that inner confidence in yourself. And hydration is kind of the quintessential most important thing for healthy curls. So you can't have one without the other. So that is the meaning of LOHY. Does it mean that to you, Ronnie?
Yeah, well, I often answer the phone and people go, "Is this LOHY?" So, yes. Why not?
Yep.
So, yes.
It can be LOHY or LOHY. I think LOHY sounds
nicer.
Sounds nicer than LOHY.
But I can see how they got that.
Yeah. Okay, so anyone who's just joined us recently, we do have a curl kit that we're giving away for the best question that you can ask Mr. LOHY. That's on topic. So if you are watching and you have a really good product question, the products definitely inspire love and hydration. Aw, Sue, could kiss ya. You just get a free product just for that beautiful thing. So please do write your question, because we will be going through and answering them. But I'm going to pick his brain in a moment, and we're going to go through some real facts about the products and the key ingredients and the key things that kind of set some of the products apart. So first up, we did this in our salon the other day, and it was such a fun... Oh, you're bringing that one into the question too?
Why not?
Okay, cool. Go you.
Go me.
So we are going to... I'm going to ask Ronnie some things about... It's his first time being on a live. I'm going to ask him the questions, kind of what's the difference. Obviously, when I have done the great hangout that we did, we kind of chatted through how and why I use two products or two gels and what does Oomph do versus Pow. But now we're going to go a little bit more sciencey and ask Ronnie about the ingredients and kind of what functions differently and what makes up these two different products.
Yeah. Awesome.
So go for it. Which one do you want to go through first?
Let's go through the Oomph.
Okay.
So this is Oomph, which is our flagship gel, which we made initially before Pow. And this is quite a medium, gentle hold, I would say, and quite flexible. And it leaves with like really nice soft curls. And the reason it does that is the fixative, which, so a gel contains a product called a fixative, which obviously holds your hair in place. So the certain fixative that's in this is a soft, gentle hold with a bit of flex.
Do you know what's the fixative called? That's a question for later.
Yeah, okay, cool. So the fixative is called pullulan.
Cool.
Or copullulan. Copullan, something like that. Right? And fun fact, it is a vegan alternative to, they use it in pill creation. So it's like, a vegan product that they use for that in that industry, but it's also used in hair care as well.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of ingredients are used across the medical and cosmetic industries.
Okay, amazing.
And also manufacturing and lots of different things.
Cool. So what else kind of really, I know it says that there's like some chamomiles and different things like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
What are some of the other key benefits in Oomph?
Yeah, I think maybe if we just establish that products probably are made up of three main things. So you've got your fixative, which holds your hair in place. You've got, I guess, a thickening agent, so it's not just like water going everywhere. And then you've got your active ingredients and your extracts.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about now is the extracts, which we have white tea, chamomile tea, and part of what they do is they, I guess, nourish and improve the quality of your hair and skin.
Yeah.
So
what does white tea do?
So white tea is an antioxidant. So I just did this with the salon downstairs. Below us is our salon. Now, they talked about, I said, do you know what an antioxidant is and what it does? And so most of them said no. Oomph is the easiest product to recommend. Everybody love it. So an antioxidant, well, there's lots of questions.
That's okay.
I'll get there in a second.
Just answer
you. Cool. So an antioxidant, oxygen is in the air and it's actually quite corrosive. And so, because we breathe it, we just think it's really good. But oxygen reacts with water and another object, and like it creates rust. So it does also the same thing with our hair and our skin. And so oxygen is constantly, I guess, trying to corrode us. And so an antioxidant is something that...
Our dog's here.
An antioxidant is something that, I guess, slows that down, the attack of oxygen on our skin and our hair. And so, yeah, we have white tea in this, which is an antioxidant. So what we're doing is protecting our hair from the corrosive...
The environment, really.
Yeah, the environment.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And
then
the
other thing,
chamomile?
Yeah, so chamomile is more of a humectant, which, the same thing, like a humectant is something that either draws moisture to itself or from the outside environment if it's dry on the inside. So let's pretend this is the strand of hair. If this is dry on the inside and you have a humectant on the outside, it's going to draw moisture from the outside in. But let's just say it's very dry on the outside and then it's more moisture on the inside. It's going to draw moisture from the inside out. And so humectants are really good in skincare. For instance, a moisturizing cream, you put it on your skin and what it'll do is it'll draw in moisture from the atmosphere into your skin in that outside dermal layer. But if the outside is very drying and your skin's drying out, it's going to draw moisture from the inside of your skin to that outside, is it called the dermis?
Yeah.
Dermis. And you'll have to obviously drink more water because your body's always dehydrating from the environment. But yeah, humectant works two ways.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. And so with curly hair, it's
Yeah.
always getting frizzy, and you explain that that's because it's
always losing hydration.
always losing moisture. So humectant is important.
Yeah.
And then, but areas, I guess, like super hot, humid areas, that just needs to be like probably POW. Because,
Yeah, stronger.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's talk about POW, and then we're going to go and answer some of the questions that have come up. So talk to me about the difference now in POW.
Awesome. So POW, the three main things. So we have the antioxidant and the humectant in POW as well, but the fixative is different. So the fixative in POW is a lot stronger, and it's a lot less, I guess, susceptible to moisture. And yeah, so
what's the name of the fixative in this one?
It's got two fixatives, so it actually has one that's like a polyquaternium 10, and that ingredient is very conditioning for skin and also for hair, which is
why
a fun
this
fact.
is really great. POW is really great for thicker, coarser hair types.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. And then the fixative that's a lot stronger, it's called VPVA copolymer.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
It's just a fixative.
So the extracts in POW that are adding extra punch to it.
Same.
Andy, I love it when Ronnie talks science. He's just beginning. He could go deeper. So the same extracts.
Yes.
As oomph.
Yes.
Just confirm.
So there's aloe vera, which we all know is very hydrating. There's white tea, and there's chamomile.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Let's answer a question before we go on to my other product versus product. Andy Sands, can you tell us about how you created the products, ingredients, formulas, etc.?
I think that's more of a you question.
It is. Ronnie wasn't on board then. That's a Mrs. Lowy question. So when we begun, for those of you who don't know, I'm a hairdresser, and I dropped out of school at the end of year 10. So science, all of those polyquaterniums and VPVA copolymers mean very little to me. So a friend of mine at the time, she suggested that we find a chemist, a compounding chemist. And so we looked around for a little while. It took us a little while to find our person. And then, just kind of went about, and they sent us samples. We sent through like the list of ingredients we didn't want in, so that it was a product. All of our products were clean and really high active ingredients. And then they send us samples, we test them, choose fragrances, and then it all happens very quickly. It was a quick process once we found the right.
It was a long process to find the right person. And then
it was very quick.
Then it went well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, good question. But we didn't have much say on the ingredients. I just said I wanted the product to deliver this result and be this kind of thickness or this kind of moisture level. I didn't understand what was in products. That's not the way my ticker works. Here we go. Carolyn, what's the difference between cruise control and drench and quench? I'm finding I can use just drench and quench on slightly damp hair and get fantastic curl with that. So good.
Yeah, perfect. So
do you want to talk through that?
Do we want to talk through that now? Because we're going through drench.
Well, we were going to go, our next one was going to be, what is the difference between the Nourish and Flourish conditioner and Drench and Quench rich conditioner / mask? But now, Carolyn, you've brought in a third product into this little discussion. So,
all right.
Do you want to talk through those two and then?
I think, yeah. So, Carolyn, right. So there is actually a lot of similarities in these three products, being that to create, like, for instance, the conditioner, you know how conditioners are like white and creamy? To create that creaminess, you need certain products which are waxes, basically. You can do it with oils, but it's a different thing, and usually that's creating like an oil cleanser or something like that. But let's just stick with what we've got. We've got a wax. So the same wax is in all three of these, but then there's a different wax in this. And so there's different levels in each of these. And other products which turn this into a curl cream rather than a conditioner. So yes, totally. If you're having success doing that, that's not a problem in the world. Drench and Quench is a really, really cool product, and it has an amino acid blend which actually like improves color retention for people who get their hair colored, and it repairs the hair, like the keratin in the hair, and strengthens it and increases shine. So really cool product. Yeah, if you're having success with that, go for it. Yeah, so there's just the difference here. Like this has some of that polycotonium 10 in it, which is in the POW. So that's also another conditioning agent and also a slight fixative. So, well, I actually use this in my hair, and when my hair dries, it actually has a slight crisp. And I'd imagine with the Drench and Quench, it probably wouldn't have that slight crispy, tiny little bit of crisp to it. Yeah, so I hope that answers your... I use Drench as my conditioner too. Yes, so Drench, we want to get to that because it is also a conditioner. That's why we actually renamed it from mask to, we call it Rich Conditioner and Mask, because we wanted people to understand that it's actually a conditioner as well as a mask.
Yeah. So, I personally find for my hair, I struggle to get texture in my hair. I have to put so much product in to get this kind of a vibe. So if I use Drench and Quench, my hair just goes flat and limp, and I'm always struggling to get movement and grit in my hair. So Nourish and Flourish is lightweight yet so effective. And I think as curly hair people, we often want the thick, rich conditioner. But I'm just going to challenge Carolyn or anyone else who's like, yes, I want this, because it sounds like the rich, thick thing. If volume is your goal, then this can be your sometimes friend. Drench and Quench can be your sometimes friend. But the Nourish and Flourish, it has cucumber extract and what was the other bit?
It has the other two.
And the
chamomile and the white tea.
It's got jojoba oil.
Yes. Oh, that's right. We're talking about the oils in it.
I'm talking about that.
It says coconut, jojoba, coconut and jojoba oil. That's the main ones.
Yeah.
Whereas this has rice
Shea
bran
butter?
oil, shea butter, and I think coconut as well.
Yeah.
Coconut as well.
Yeah. And jojoba.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. So I don't think that's what she was asking though, because she's using it as a curl cream.
Yeah. But we're also talking about what's the difference between these two products.
Yeah. Okay. We're on that now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yep. I'll just quickly checking. Okay. Carolyn, I love it so much. Drench. Yeah, it's a beautiful product. I actually use Drench and Quench because it just is really nice. But anyway, okay, so we're going to talk about the two conditioners because sometimes there is actually a lot of confusion between what should I use. Now, similar products, like I was saying, the wax, which is a conditioning wax, which makes it that creamy feeling, is in both of these. But this one also has another wax, so it's got two, and they're called emulsifiers, which basically mix oil and water together, but they're also conditioning agents. This has two in it. One is like a deep conditioning agent. So that's the main difference between these two. And so what we find is people with finer hair or like...
smooth, like my hair's quite flat and smooth.
Yeah. So fun fact, I didn't even know Jonina had curly hair until, 5 years in our marriage, or maybe 6 years in our marriage.
Yeah.
So I don't even think she knew.
Yeah.
This here weighs Jonina's hair down, and so this has those two waxes, and then it has three different oils in it as well. And the oils are used to also condition and nourish your hair. And this only has one wax and two oils. So what we find is people with Jonina's type hair or finer hair?
Finer hair.
Finer hair, which I have fine hair, but it's only short, so it doesn't matter. Drench and Quench often weighs it down a little bit too much. And what Jonina was saying earlier is people think you want the ultimate hydration, which this is.
Like the feeling, you know, that luxe feeling.
It's really beautiful. This is not as ideal regular use for people with finer hair or like your kind of hair. Yeah. Whereas this doesn't feel as luxe as this, but it actually does a really good job at conditioning. Yeah.
Okay, Jenny. Love these things coming. I use both Drench and Quench and Cruise Control for my super thick, coarse hair. Match made in heaven, especially with POW. And the reason why POW is so good is because it has that polyquat 10.
Yes.
Which is nourishing. So cool.
It's conditioning agent.
Yeah. Tammy, our Sophie is always telling her friends about LOHY. Are there any specific products that people should start with? What works best for kids? Christy said it earlier. Where's Oomph? The best product to get started with is Oomph. You really can't go wrong with it. It doesn't make your hair crunchy. It can help detangle really knotty kids' hair. It is just so easy to use. You can use it on damp hair. You can use it on dry hair. You can use it on wet hair. It just kind of does its own thing, and it really nobody fails with Oomph, as Christy said earlier. So another really good one if they've got really tighter curls or really dry kind of almost afro-y textured hair is that then I would definitely recommend the curl cream, Cruise Control, just because it obviously does have your waxes and more oil based, whereas this is just helping to retain hydration and create slip in the hair so that you can kind of get your nice curl clumps, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think this is a little more forgiving if you put too much in.
Yes.
Yeah, so I find that if I put too much power in, sometimes I'm like struggling to get it to be looking softer. And another thing for people with finer hair, the curl cream is good, but don't use too much. Yes. So for my hair, just nothing. I use like a pea size. And then I use the same amount of this. I make 2 or 3 times the amount of this, like 3 peas. Then I just mush it all together and use that because I'm lazy and just do it all in one go.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did on your hair tonight. Okay, Krista, in the wavy kit, the Oomph and Power both included to use together. But what is the benefit of using Oomph if Power is a stronger product? Is it because of the hydration factor?
Oh, good question.
Oh, do you want to answer that or me?
No, I want you to answer.
Okay.
But I get asked this all the time.
So some people are beginning their curl journey, and I think when they start, POW may feel like too scary of a product, or they may feel afraid to use a stronger hold gel. So Oomph is a really great baby step product, but POW is often needed to create more sustain and more strength of hold. So we did a live, I think a month ago, why 2 is better than 1. And it just talked through how and why I layer versus mixing the products. I do one side of my head with one concoction and one side of my head with the other. So Oomph can be used solo. POW can be used solo. You're going to get different hold factors. Now, for my hair, the other day we had a photo shoot and I was like, I'm in a hurry. I'll just use Oomph because I didn't want my hair to look too noodleish. And then it just had no strength and structure support through this top area. And so for me, because I need more structure and support to my wavy hair, I need POW as my foundation gel. But over the top of that, I can put a little bit of Oomph as a building product that I know is not going to weigh my hair down or make it crunchier. If anything, it's actually going to do the opposite. But I need the strength and the support of POW. Now, people who have tighter curls, so I'm kind of like a 2B to 2C. Anyone who's in this 3 kind of bracket, what happens is their hair is curly no matter what. So sometimes Pow makes their curls too curly because it holds it and structures and supports it.
Yeah.
So then Oomph is their favourite product with a tiny bit of power over the top. So it kind of flips the other way, Krista. Hope, hello.
Yeah, hey Hope.
So nice to have you here. Ronnie's picked up another product off the shelf. He's adding more, and then we want to wrap it up soon.
Okay, cool. We're wrapping it up. So I just wanted to quickly pick up the hairspray because it's very controversial, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we get, like, people review our products, which is lovely. If you would like to review our products, that would be wonderful. But we get a fair few 1-star reviews on the shimmer hairspray.
We got a 5-star today.
We did. It was lovely.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess I wanted to quickly talk through that. And so people often say that it leaves their hair in sticky, sticky tangle that they can't do
I'm gonna move you across a bit.
Oh.
So, it's really, we have to be really close together so that we both fit on the screen. I'm not just trying to push him off. I washed my hair yesterday. Now, for those of you who can see, it's really quite soft. It's moving really nicely. Held its shape. I've almost done nothing to it today. I've just tousled it a few times. I've got a bit of fluff, but I kind of like that. Now, I put a tiny bit of cruise control, a buttload of Pow, and then about 7 pumps of Schutzbar. And then I go over the top with Hold It. Now, on wash day, my hair does feel, it's not tacky, but I can feel that there is like a little bit of an extra stick to my hair. It only lasts for about 6 hours, that feeling. And then halfway through my day yesterday, I was able to just give it a really good shake through, and I just felt that all just settle down. So I guess what I'm saying with Hold It is, the dog's trying to get out, you might need to let her out, is use it sparingly the first time, but then also don't fully judge it by the first touch of it. Allow it to kind of settle in. The sticky-ish feeling, it really doesn't stay, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, yeah, that was my touchable feeling yesterday, because I was like, oh, did I put too much in? I like lots of product, but it really worked. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. You can come back on the screen now.
All right.
Now, is there any final questions, or are we going to choose our winner from our questions? Nobody else is asking a question? Cool. All right, Ronnie, which question do you want to, somebody asked a question.
Oh, here you go.
Schutzbar is great for blokes too. I use about 3 or 4 pumps with a pomade paste every day to help give volume to my fine limp hair. Great for swept over quiff. The volume stays all day and I don't have to keep zhuzhing it up all day. That's so good.
Yeah, that's cool. And I'd say that's because...
oh, yeah, we didn't talk about Schutzbar, but what's in that?
I did get it, but that's similar to the Oomph, has similar product to the Oomph, but it also has another fixative in it. So it's got 2 fixatives. Yeah, and the second one is like it's called a polysaccharide, and that's like it's plant derived, and it's like a sugar from a plant. And yeah, it's obviously dries as a fixative. But is what I'm trying to say is it doesn't have too much wax. So often with guys, you can use these pomades and things, and they use waxes to create that hold, the fixative. But then what happens is it just sort of like needs what you said, zhuzhing throughout the day. And yeah, so whereas this has 2 fixatives which hold it in place, and it's quite soft with that same one that's in Oomph. So it has that soft, gentle hold. So yeah, once you get your hair right with that, it's great. Yeah.
Okay, Jenny, how well do Schutzbar and Pow work together? This well. I use it because otherwise my hair doesn't have the texture I want. So that's my number one reason why I love it. A go-to for some men's styling in the salon that we do is cruise control and Schutzbar. This is also a really lovely combo. Talking on the man front, I think we talked about Timothy. Oh, I can't remember his surname. Anyway, we did this post about it the other day. Timothy. Anyway, is how you pronounce his name properly. But we were talking, I can't remember his name. Anyway, someone else will know it. He's a famous actor at the moment in heaps of stuff. And I was pulling apart what products I would use for his hair. I would put cruise control through first, and then the Schutzbar over the top. Reason Schutzbar is so good for men's hair. Chalamet. Thank you, Michaela. Love you people. The reason why Schutzbar is so good is because it dries so much quicker than the gels. Because there's less. Why? Why would it dry quicker? I just know that it does.
I don't know. Maybe because it's foamed out, it's like spread out finer.
Yeah.
So it's easier to spread through your hair. And the gels have a thickening agent in them, so like that would hold a thicker layer over your hair, which would take longer to dry. Okay,
that's the reason. I just know that this dries quicker. So Schutzbar is a quicker drying product. Amazing. And I love this combo for that really kind of... I call it the McDreamy hairdo for anyone who's watched Grey's Anatomy. But anyway, I'm having a moment. Are there any more maiden hair salons in the future? Oh, we talked about this a few years ago with our business coach. I think one of the things that makes maiden hair is my team. So I don't think I can replicate them. They're just legends. And I love it that we're all part of the curl journey of LOHY. And yeah, so I'm so sorry, Carolyn. I have clients that just make holidays to come on down. We need one in Maitland, New South Wales as well. You're so cute. So kind. But yes, both our mums live here and we need our mums. We need our mummies.
You need my money.
So we're staying in Nowra. But what's our winning question, Ronnie?
Oh, I was thinking...
You can choose.
I think it was you, Carolyn.
Carolyn
Bray.
McIver.
McIver.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So, Carolyn, you win. Maybe we'll either reach out to you or maybe could you send us a little email or DM or something if you haven't already. Yay! And basically we'll just send you whatever your kit that you would like. So whichever one suits your hair type, we will get that in the mail to you tomorrow. And obviously, like how our lives work, not everybody watches this live. So if you have questions and you're watching this, then please do comment below. Mr. LOHY or myself will answer your questions and do our best to help. If it's a science-based question, it's him. If it's an application and style question, it's me. Yeah. So we are the team of LOHY. You also saw our dog, and she is the fur child of LOHY. And yeah.
Yeah. That's been really good. Thanks. I was very nervous, but it's been great. If there's any last questions, let us know. But yeah.
I think we did all of our things.
Awesome.
Answered all of our bits
Thanks,
on our
Louise.
piece of paper.
Thanks, Hope.
And so nice to hang out with you guys, and we're going to go take our kids home to bed. So, au revoir, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
And congrats, Carolyn.